what's happened is getting worse, actually. Beneath the Dunlop Bridge again, Scaife hugs across to the left-hand side of the road. No one's going up the inside of him. But what he has effectively done is really concertinaed the field now behind him, because Seaton's moved up, Perkins is there, there's Glenn Seaton, then you've got Thomas Mazira, and also Neil Crompton is up amongst them as well. Yes. So this is going to really tighten up the field in the closing stages.
Well, Larry Perkins getting away from this scrap, the fastest man through that time, a 56.2. But this is amazing. These three lead cars all running in the 56.6 second bracket. Unbelievably competitive racing.
There's the privateer Bill O'Brien and the Everlast early model VL. He's just had a lap put on him by the front-running 5. Getting fairly serious up the front of the field now as John Bowe tries to snap out of the slipstream. Dick Johnson looks ahead and sees yellow and blue, and right behind him it's Castrol. He wants to get out of there.
Won't Mark Scaife be busy behind the wheel of this Winfield number 1? Boy, what a, as you say, a baptism of fire coming back to touring car racing, and he's really knowing how tough it is out there. Nothing has changed.
Well, this is one of the best formulas in the world, Mark, and anyone that wants to argue with that point should analyse this racing.
Look at Larry Perkins on the outside. He's caught right up with Johnson. He's just got to know. He's given him a bit of a tap too, and they'll think his spoiler, the front spoiler on the car, has been damaged. Let's look at this as we switch to the camera position as the cars come toward us. But I think, Larry, yes, it has. It's completely gone.
I don't think Dick saw him, and Larry did try a good move there, but stayed with him a bit too long. I honestly don't believe Dick knew he was there.
Well, these cars rely so heavily on this front spoiler aerodynamically. Alan, do you think there's any point in continuing, or will we come in and try and put a new spoiler on? Let's see what he does.
Already there on the lap piece.
Yep. Well, he's continuing. I wonder if his certainly his radio on here to his pit crew will be telling him what the problem is. I wonder if he'll make the decision or try and hang out there. But boy, this is where the quick guys are. Bowe has just opened up a bit of a gap there on Scaife. As we watch that action,
that happened. The pass was on just as we were following the combination of Larry Perkins and Dick Johnson. So John Bowe's fought his way to the front. Second still held by Scaife. Right behind him is Dick Johnson, and one of the mobile cars back in the pack also appears to have a little fiberglass damage. Well, there's a Dunlop Crane cam spoiler waiting for Larry Perkins when he decides to come in. That'll be a quick changeover. And here is Dick Johnson just behind John Bowe trying to monster Mark Scaife.
You can see the flow now that John Bowe, once he has a clean sweep and can let the flow through, easy in and wide out. When I say easy in, tight in, and let the car flow through the corner, he's able to maximize every centimetre of the road. There's Mark signaling, take me on the left. He's already in trouble.
No, I think he was might have been waving his fist.
Oh, do you believe? Well, he shouldn't have been waving. Dick wasn't hitting him.
Okay, they check out the front as Johnson goes to the outside. Scaife holds his line.
The great shot there from race cam. You just see how busy Scaife is. He gives a big handful of steering lock to pull the car through that 180-degree hairpin.
Well, he'll have to get across the road quickly. Yeah, that's exactly what he does, because Glenn Seaton is now coming up on Dick Johnson. What a race we've got going here today. Seaton down the inside. So Johnson's been hung out to dry a little here. He'll have to fight his way back because Seaton won't give way. He goes through on the inside. Little gap still open there, whether anyone follows or not. But there's the cue.
That was a good move on Glenn's part. He exploited the situation there between Dick and Mark.
Well, Scaife's still running in the high 57-second bracket. Now Bowe got a clean bit of road. He's dropped immediately down into the mid-56s. So it looks like Scaife may be holding a couple of these cars up. And certainly by the progress that Seaton's making through the field now, it may just be the case. Seaton comes side by side. Scaife, only more than side by side. He's gone really, really deep under brakes. Completely covered his tracks there. So Scaife shuffled back another pack.
Sporting move there by Mark Scaife. I think he knew he was in trouble, and he let Glenn get by. So we've got the first of the Bridgestone tired cars up into third place now, with Glenn Seaton looking good.
Larry Perkins out of the picture. That moves Neil Crompton in the first of the Coke First Direct cars up into sixth position. Just having a duel with Peter Brock now in 6th and 7th on the back straight. Scaife still those little hints of locking brakes. We take down the race cam as Johnson takes advantage. I think Scaife may be struggling a bit with grip here at the moment.
Yeah, he's lost the potential he had in the opening laps, that's for sure.
And Thomas Mazira follows Johnson through. Great, much better performance in qualifying from Thomas this weekend. 6th fastest in qualifying yesterday. Larry Perkins, in fact, out of the car.
Oh, that's a pity.
He looks like he's decided to give it away and fight another day. So obviously some severe damage done to the Castrol. Holden there. Brock, no, it's Thomas Mazzera, sorry, on the outside of Johnson. They come through the hairpin. Let's see if they can do anything about it as they come up the straight once again. Lap 16 of 38.
Very fast out of the slingshot there. Look at Mazzera peg back Johnson on the straight. Mazzera was fast in practice, but didn't quite, on various parts of the track, look extremely quick. And here's one of them.
Well, I wonder if we're seeing that tyre decision, the evidence of that tyre decision between these two. John's gone for a harder compound tyre than Dick, and looking at Dick's times, like he's running in the mid-57s, John's running in the mid-56s, and consistently lapping faster than Dick. I wonder if his tyres are getting a bit soft as well. Winfield Commodore heading into the pits there as well. So plenty of action down in the pits. What's happening there, Andy?
Yeah, okay, let's just see right behind me the number 1 car, and Mark Schaefer's coming into the pits. I'll try and update you a little bit on that in a second. Larry Perkins, though, the first casualty of the race. The steering was bent from that clash.
Yeah, Dick and I were arguing for the same bit of road, and I came off second best.
Everything's going to be fine for heat number 2?
Oh, yeah, no problem. I lost the nose, and then I lost the downforce, and I hit the fence half a lap further around when it understeered into the fence because the aerodynamics weren't there.
We've got a hell of a race going. Sit back and relax and enjoy it.
I wish I was out there.
I'll bet he does.
Well, certainly John Bowe, that tyre decision seems to be paying dividends at the moment, still running in the low 56-second bracket. But Johnson really is struggling at the moment. He's back in the high 57s, into the 58s now, so he really is slipping back with a lack of grip, it appears. While the Bridgestone shot cars begin this tremendous surge toward the front. Lap 19 of 38, so...
Still plenty of time to capitalise on a good finish. But John Bowe out in front and in a position where he loves to be able to control the race. He'll be not exactly nursing his car, but he's got the full track to place it exactly where he wants. He can maximise good lap times without hurting the car. Dick Johnson into the pits.
Yes, Johnson coming in. He's had a wide entrance to the pits because there was dust up everywhere down there as he heads in. So I think there are some problems ahead for that. The car moving very, very slowly.